Brakti Yahweh, Brakti Hawshai, Brakti Yahweh, Brakti Hawshai, Brakti Yahweh, Brakti Hawshai, Bahasham Rakakwadash, Kal Halalim Labano, Yahweh Alahaino, Bahasham Hawshai, Bahasham Rakakwadash. Excuse me. And double honors to the apostles, the older apostles and bishops of Great Millstone, and shalom to the prophets that are part of that body, and shalom to the prophets that are affiliate camps, and give double honors to the apostles and bishops of Great Millstone, who are the mouthpiece of Yahweh Bashim Yashai on planet Earth. Shalom. As you know, we're approaching that time where, about 10 years ago, or even a few years ago, you would see certain key figures, the so-called ruling elites, the Edomites, Rockefellers, Rothschilds, De Beers, etc., etc., etc. And they would be at the forefront in certain media outlets. And lo and behold, a lot of them have disappeared. And what's going on is the fact that a lot of them have gone into the bunkers because we're only a prophecy or two away from the Lord returning. Okay, we are, Yahweh Bashim Yashai is right at the door. Yahweh Shai is right at the door. And and a lot of these elites are hiding in bunkers where you would assume that you see these basic bunkers that, your Joe six-pack cracker or two-third Jake, may buy, spend maybe, I don't know, $2-3 million or whatever. And it'd be probably like about 100 feet by 100 feet, have a little kitchen, water to last you 3 to 4 years or whatever. A section where they can watch movies and DVDs and things like that. A lot of them have cases of beer and whiskey. Some Edomites have, bricks of cocaine there so they can, entertain themselves, because you know how Esau is. And alcohol, they'll have their wives and, well, not wives, they'll have their wife and children. And a lot, the rich elite, and that's just on a basic level, right, to survive. But the elites, okay, the Edomites that are ruling at the moment, okay, even though they're at the end of their rulership and they will never, ever, 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 ever rule again, ever. They're a done nation. They're finished. And you heathens are too, okay? But they have these underground bunkers that are built in mountains that are at least couple of hundred feet underneath the ground, with luxury malls, cafes, gyms, tons and tons of water. They could basically live like they live above the ground, but slightly better because they've got full control underneath the ground. And a lot of the staff have been bought and paid for. They've probably been sea-hipped as well, pursuant to Revelation 13:16. And, someone like, let's just say a customer service assistant who works, a young lady or a guy that works in a store here. I don't know what the salary is for them. Let's just say their earnings, say, I don't know, 50K a year, for example, as a supervisor for a small outlet for menswear, for example. Now, or a high-end one like in Beverly Hills, they get 100 grand a year, whatever. Now, underneath the ground, they probably get maybe $500,000 a year, or maybe 200 grand a year. They can have their family with them. They'll probably get a luxury apartment to live, and they'll be sea-hipped. So they'll think that they've got it made, And that's just me thinking outside the box, because otherwise, how are they going to entice these individuals to actually live underneath the ground, right? And also the fact that they'll be protected from the nuclear holocaust, which is going to hit America, because America will be completely obliterated. Okay, other parts of the world will be hit also, because America is going to be a desert. All right, hence the reason why they make so many movies. Ever since I can remember as a child, from the 70s, 80s, and 90s, movies, with New York underneath water and America as a desert, dystopian future. It was always America. And I used to always wonder, living in the UK, why is it always America? Why America? And then you grow up and find out that you're a Jake, and okay, because America is the daughter of Babylon. It's New Egypt. Okay, it's the final captivity, the last superpower on this evil side. And Esau is a last ruling nation, And also, movies showing truth as well. For example, that movie. What was that movie with Richard Dreyfuss? Uh, Close Encounters of. Is it the Fifth Kind? Yeah, Close Encounters of the Third Kind. Now they show like these bunkers. Where is it? They show these bunk. They show this mountain which opens up, and in there they've got so-called UFOs. Okay, which they don't have. Okay, they can't catch an angel, an angelic being. They can't do that. Okay, that's just some bullshit, right? But they've got these mountains that look like mountains on the outside. People probably climb all over them as well. You know, if they're allowed to even reach that far, unless it's cordoned off with barbed wire and all that kind of thing, right? But nevertheless, they've got these mountains because they let you know the truth in movies, commercials, comedy, in everything. But a lot of you, it just goes over your head because you're just assuming it's entertainment because you're basically zombies in this world. A lot of you guys, but that's basically for real. Okay, they're probably having the Himalaya mountains and Mount Everest, and America is a beautiful land at one point, and there are parts of America that are beautiful. Okay, all right, it is a beautiful land at one point, and there are parts that are still beautiful. Right, and it's a humongous land. You can fit the UK in Texas 5 times. All right, so think about that. And I mean, Texas, for crying out loud, is a country on its own if you think about it, right? If it was, and there's mountains and regions and parts and remote parts where they've got these locations and bunkers built. And from my belief, I don't think the elites, so-called elites, are in America. They're probably in Australia and Europe and other parts of the world because I don't think they've got so much money, right? They are the money basically. So why would they be in Ground Zero America? Okay, those are lower level Edomites will probably be there. Your actors and your musicians and all that kind of thing. And your 2/3 Jakes. Your Eddie Murphys, your LL Cool J's, your Jay Z's, and all that kind of thing. Your George Lopez's, your Mike Epps, and all that. They'll probably be there. And and I was watching this video, which this is several years old, but it's still it does count right now because it's definitely showing you what time it is. All right. And the mountain's called Cheyenne Mountain in Colorado Springs. And Colorado Springs is a very beautiful area, very beautiful location. Okay. And very mountainous and very, very picturesque. And there's parts there where they've got these bunkers where soldiers reside. They've got gyms in the place. They've got tons and tons of water, and it's designed to be safe if there is a nuclear impact, which there will be, and a lot of the soldiers are hoping that it won't happen, right? And it's about 4-minute 35 second video. I'm not going to put the volume on. I'm going to put the subtitles on so you can see what they're saying. But I'm sure you guys seen it. I think it's from about 2016, 2017, the vid. And they're going to let you know how they live. They've got kitchens there. They've got tons and tons of food just in case something does go down. All right. It's remote underneath the ground. And as you drive up into the area, when you enter in, it's 2 miles deep in as well. And they've got thick steel doors. It's reinforced. They've got the army there as well. Key figures. So if something does go down, like that movie 2012 where they've got only key figures there that actually will bring some kind of benefit if things do go down, because they assume after the nuclear impact they're going to rebuild again, which they're not going to. Esau's not going to rebuild their kingdom again. It's done. All right? But that's what they think. And lo and behold, within there, they just show, they show a lot of Jake soldiers. I mean, they show more Jake soldiers. Well, put it this way. The person that leads them in to the place, the chaperone, is a Jake. Okay? They're trying to they show a clean-cut Jake, a young, strapping young lad, to promote more Jake soldiers to join, and that's an enticement in itself. You just got to read it in between the lines as well. But nevertheless, I'm just going to play it, and then I'm just going to go into a few scriptures, okay? Anyway, let's check it out. 1 Kings 18:1 to 2 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 Kings 18:1 to 2,000 feet down. They've got underground lakes. You get inside by driving through a 2-mile tunnel. When you get to the middle, you see the doors. The 2 famous blast doors. 25 tons. God damn. Each door weighs. Well, that's going to happen. They've got everything underground. So, like, if something does go down, they can see everything on screen. America being destroyed. They've got everything. They thought of everything when things do go down. Hey, but the Lord's going to pull you out. The Lord's going to pull you out, and the elect as well. See, they're not going to let Jake inside there, though. He says he fantasizes about it, what's going on in there. Excuse me. Actually, one second, go back there again. Look like something you can scan your hand with as well on the left. I could be wrong. Could be just a card scanning machine. But it very similar to the one that they have in Amazon now. Look how they're prepared. And this is not just one site. They're just letting you know what they got on a. They're not going to give you the complete the complete skinny. They've got ones that are way more advanced than this. This is just a tip of the iceberg. They're just letting you. It's like the army giving you the old technology, like the mobile phones and the cell phones, right, from the 70s and 80s. It gives you now. They've got things that are way, way, way advanced. They've got those super soldiers. They've got those Iron Man suits. They don't make those movies for no reason, you know. They've been splicing animals. They've got some monsters down there. This is just a basic thing that they're showing you. But this is just an indication. If they're showing you this, right, can you imagine what they're not showing you? You've got to read in between the lines. But the Lord sees all this. Yahweh Shemashai sees all this. And you devils are not going to get away. All right. There you go. Isaiah 2:19. And they shall go into holes of the rocks and into the caves of the earth for fear of the Lord Yahweh Shemashai and for the glory of his majesty when he ariseth to shake terribly the earth. You know, this is prophesied by Isaiah thousands of years ago that they'll do this. Okay? Because in the ancient world, they couldn't imagine having all this technology underneath the ground. There was technology back then, but not to this scale. You know, but the Lord is, you know, gonna get at them. They think that they're gonna hide there. They think that they're so carnal. They don't understand that the Lord Yahweh Hashem Yashai created those mountains, created the elements that you're using, put the ideas in your head for that weaponry, for the protection, for the satellites. Everything that you have, for the lasers, for the guns, for the super soldiers, for the spliced animals, everything that you have, even on a demonic level, the Lord put those ideas in your head. And you think that you are going to take down the very entity that gave you those ideas, that created the elements. You think that the Lord created the elements and you're going to use the elements to take down the Lord? Or try to go and get the Most High? And you guys are completely deluded. That goes to show the power of Yahweh Shemir Shai. Made a worm. I mean, not a worm, but made a rat like Esau, who used to crawl around on all fours in the Caucasus Mountains and Mount Seir in the Caucasus Mountains. Picking lice off his genitals. Eating food or whatever food they ate out of the skulls of their dead relatives. Right? Not showering and bathing. Hairy as F. To now, made him into a ruling power for a few hundred years. Now they're going to go down and go back to the same way they were before. And you devils are completely deluded. And you jakes that trust in this devil, you're going to get yours as well, and deservedly so, especially you women. Revelation 6:16. And said to the mountains and rocks, fall on us and hide us from the face of him that sitteth on the throne, and from the wrath of the Lamb. And who's the Lamb? That's Yahushai, but Yahushai is not going to come as a lamb this time. He's going to come as an angelic, powerful force, the Lion of Judah, because the Lord comes from the, comes from the Lion of Judah. Pursuant to Hebrews 7:14. Okay. And what's the plague that they're trying to hide from? Is the nuclear missiles. Okay. The nuclear missiles. Every time they show a movie, they always show what do they show? Asteroids. It's not going to be no asteroids. The reason why they use asteroids because the asteroid is a very similar thing to a nuclear weapon. Okay, the only time they showed nuclear weapons was, I think, from my movie history of watching movies recently, is the X-Men movie, where they showed one of the X-Men turning and trying to help to save America by turning away the nuclear missiles. Right? But that's not going to happen. The elect are going to have spiritual power. I'm not going to turn away no missiles. America is going to be destroyed. So says Yahweh Hashem Yashai. Okay? The Lord is not a man that he should lie. All right? Zechariah 14:12. And this shall be the plague wherewith the Lord Yahweh Hashem Yashai will smite all the people that have fought against Jerusalem. Okay? Their flesh shall consume away while they stand upon their feet, and their eyes shall consume away in their holes, and their tongue shall consume away in their mouth. What kind of heat can do that? Is acid going to be thrown on them? No. Right? It's going to be nuclear fire. The heat is going to be so intense because America is going to be destroyed in 1 hour. Right? You see the movie Terminator 2 that came out, I believe in 1991, 92. And I was in high school then, and my friend gave me a pirate copy to watch it on, right? Because we're in England, so it came out a little bit later over here. And this is 32 years ago, right? And I watched the movie. And Esau, saying, no fate but what we make. No, your fate and everything is written by the Lord, because man's goings are of the Lord. It's not no fate but what we make. You can't turn anything. You can't change what's going to happen to you, devil. Huh? You can't wipe away the Israelites, the elect. You can't do that. Okay? Because the elect are the apple of Yahweh Hashem Yashai's eye. All right? You can't do that. You can't do a damn thing. All right? It's going to be nuclear missiles. That's going to happen. It's going to be 200 million warheads are going to hit America, as well as other parts of the world. But America alone, it's going to be 200 million warheads. 200,000, but 200 million warheads. Okay? Boom, 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 boom. Along with the chariot lasers, right? And prior to that, there's going to be like other ferocious beasts that are going to be attacking America as well. All right? Because hell's going to break loose before the nuclear weapons hit. You're going to have Behemoth. I believe that's something like King Kong. Hence the reason why they make a movie like that. Leviathan, which is like Godzilla. It's not going to be just one Leviathan. It's going to be many Leviathans. Okay? You've seen that movie about the Titanic, right? Where Esau mocked the Lord, saying, "Oh, this boat is, or this ship is so powerful, or whatever that even they said in their words, even God can't sink it." And and we believe, I believe also that Yahweh Shem Yashai sent a Leviathan and busted a hole underneath the Titanic, and lo and behold, that ship sank. Okay, that ship sank. And also in Scotland, which is near to, not where I live. I don't live in Scotland. I live in the UK, which is part of Scotland is near the UK, the British Isles, or Britain, or England. Put it that way, right? There's something called the Loch Ness monster, which they talk about a lot. And there's not just one Loch Ness monster. That's Leviathan. Okay, there's gonna be many beasts that you've never seen before. You talk about dinosaurs, right? That wasn't millions of years ago. That was a couple of thousand years ago. And some of those beasts which Esau looks for, Yahweh Shem Yashai has ready. Okay? Okay? So along with the beasts that will be attacking America, the lasers, then eventually, right, it'll be the nuclear missiles. 200 million warheads are going to destroy America within 1 hour. So say the scriptures. Okay? And a lot of you are going to die in America, because everyone that's going to be on that landmass at that moment in time are going to die. That's the scripture that goes to Zechariah 13 verse 9, where two parts shall be cut off and die, and one part shall be left therein. All right, which is basically two parts is 66.6%, 666. A lot of them will be, in favor of the beast, in favor of America, in favor of Esau ruling over them. And a lot of them would have taken the charagma, which is the M-O to the T to the B, which is Revelation 13:16. Okay? And only people that are going to get out of that scenario there are the elect. The elect men, the 144,000, the 144K are scattered to the four corners of the earth. But the bulk of them are going to come out of America. The men, along with that 1/3, are also going to be the other men that believe, that aren't part of the elect. They're just part of the 1/3. Okay, and the children as well as the women. Okay, so an elect man, that could be the tribe of Manasseh or Gad or Judah, for example. Their wives could be saved. That'll be part of the 1/3 body. Their fathers could be saved, or their grandparents could be saved. That'll be part of the 1/3 body, as well as their children. That could be part of the 1/3 body. That's just an example. All right. So this is what it's referring to. Okay. So their flesh shall consume away while they stand upon their feet. When the nuclear missiles heat, it's going to be that heat wave. Even if the missile doesn't hit you directly, you're going to be like, maybe, I don't know, you could be 200 feet away. And the heat wave, the wave, like you got a tidal wave, it'll be like a wave of fire. That'll be so hot, right? Even you could be like a mile away, 2 miles away. The heat is going to make you melt, okay? You're going to see your flesh melt away, like you see an ice cream melting in the hot sun. You know when you're a child holding the ice cream cone and that vanilla ice cream is melting on your hands? Your flesh is going to be melting like that. That's what's going to happen. And it'll be really gruesome too. And the Lord's going to increase the pain and keep the spirit in you as well. And a lot of you Jakes that sold out, you Will Smiths and all that, you Moes, you deserve that, because you're disgusting. All right? And a lot of you, especially you camps that have sold out, I'm okay. I'm not going to name any names, but a lot of you camps that say Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, that eat pork, that celebrate Christmas. Um, a lot of you camps that also deny the name as well. Okay, um, you say Most High Christ bless, or you say Ahaya Asha Ahaya, or you say Jesus Christ all the time, right? Because I cringe, I hate that name, Jesus Christ. Okay, you camps are going to get it because you're like what's that guy's name? That Mo. I have a dream speech. What's his name, man? Pinnock. Can't believe I forgot his name. Oh my gosh, I have a dream speech. As we're getting, close to the end of this thing, these damn devils mess with your mind as well. Martin Luther King. Yeah, he said that he's led his people into a burning house because he knew he was going to die. And a lot of you sellout camps have led our people into a burning house. But then a lot of you are created to be a stumbling block to get the 2/3 also. That's another thing. All right. The only camp that preaches the truth in the spirit and power of Yahweh Hashem Shai are the men of Great Millstone and affiliate camps that are attached to them. All right. This is an excellent movie to watch. Those of you that have seen the chariots, these devils have got it right because they see the chariots. Excellent movie to watch, by the way, from 1977, and real picturesque, real beautiful, especially when they show the chariots. Excellent movie. And they show the mountain open up, and they show all these, people going in and out, and the way they show it is just, it's like like the Transformer movie. It's like that. It's like it's like it could be like a fake piece of rock that looks like rock, but it's probably just some kind of steel construction that moves back and forth, or is built within the rock. I don't know how they did it, but they've got the technology, so they can do all sorts of things, And you saw the video, the Cheyenne Mountain, that they've been hiding that they've been having that for about 50 years. So how much more now? And they're just showing you that now, what they're showing you on screen, because that's like Esau prophesying on the left-hand side, a revelation of the method. They're going to let you know a little bit, but what they have is a lot. But what they have is not going to succeed or exceed against Yahweh Hashem Yashai, because the Lord's going to destroy you devils. Okay, I was looking into the name of Cheyenne as well. Why they call it Cheyenne Mountain. And it means... obviously, it's of Gadite origin, which is so-called Native American. Cheyenne people are a Native American tribe known for their courage in battle. Okay, of course. Its meaning is intriguing, unintelligible speakers. Now, what does unintelligible mean? Unintelligible. That describes something not able to be understood or not clear enough to be understood. Okay. I don't know what to make of that one. Okay. Unintelligible language. Oh, because it is not written or pronounced clearly, or because its meaning is confused or complicated. Okay, they probably call it Cheyenne Mountain because they're trying to confuse people. What they're trying to do is show you that it's protection for the nation, but really it's protection for a specific group of people to withstand a nuclear blast. It could mean something like that. And also, it is a Gadite name. Which basically means that they're mocking the Israelites as well at the same time. But like I said, like Yahweh Shemeshai says, you devils are not going to get away with a damn thing. Not get away with a damn thing. All right. America's going to be destroyed, and all your Cheyenne Mountains, wherever it's scattered through the four corners of the earth, similar places like that, and more advanced or less advanced or hyper advanced, and you elites also, wherever you guys are, the Lord's going to come and rip open those bunkers along with the elect. We're going to pull you out, and you Edomites are going to be the first fruits of slavery. Okay? And you leftover heathens are going to be from different parts of the world. Lord willing, we're gonna come and get you. The elect are going to come and get you, whoever they are. All right? But the ones in America, every single person there is going to die. Except the elect who are going to be beamed up into the chariots when they come. The wheel within a wheel. Okay? Hence the reason why the chariots are showing up. Hence the reason why they've got a space force. Why have they got a space force in America? And why are there so many videos of chariots showing up? So-called UFOs. Those are the angels. And they're not green men with big heads. They look like so-called black men, all right? Who are tall and strapping with afros and brown skin and long beards. Okay? And that's just one side of how they look. They can really look real menacing if they wanted to. All right? Okay? So, just wanted to touch on this about the bunker situation and Esau. There's no escape for you. All right? Your end is coming and it's coming soon. All right? So you better get with it. The last few days you have, especially millionaire Edomites, enjoy yourselves. Spend your money. Go on trips while you can, you know. Buy bricks of cocaine, snort it, take all the drugs you want because in the kingdom, they ain't going to have nothing to soothe your pain. There ain't going to be no drugs in the kingdom. You're not going to even get no yan. You ain't going to get no wine. You ain't going to get no beer. You're going to get bread and water. We're barely going to keep you alive. All right? And the heathens above you, you might get an extra slice of bread, maybe half a glass of milk a day. So we can use you to whoop Esau's ass. All right? And anyway, all praises to Yahweh Bashem Yashai Bashem Rakakodash. Mawathabad Babal Kwam Yashra. Shalom.